What is up, everybody? Merry chat. Got some news I wanted to cover. Two topics in this episode here. Two major topics. Got some PlayStation 5 rumors. Now, I guess word on the street is that basically there's going to be a PlayStation meeting, they're calling it, that's going to be taking place February 5th. And it's basically for the press and media to meet and talk to them about specs, releasing info, release date, and pricing info. And supposedly, as soon as this event or meeting wraps up, I'm guessing it's very similar to the PlayStation 4 event, just like exactly like how I predicted it would go down. And I believe that was in February also, if I remember correctly. I remember I was in Florida at the time covering it. But supposedly right after the meeting, they're going to be taking pre-orders. Now, it sounds like it's coming out. This is speculation. October 2020, at a suggested retail price of $499, with one version only, no Pro model at launch. Specs to almost be on par with the Xbox Series X, which will be $100 more and a little bit more powerful. So the PS5, the PlayStation, the Xbox Series X is going to have a little bit more balls than the PS5, supposedly. It's going to have more teraflops, a little bit more power behind it. Similar to how the Xbox One X is now to the PS4 Pro. But, I guess Gran Turismo 7, they're saying, MLB The Show, Demon's Souls Remastered, Godfall, some of the launch titles for the console. Other games are teased, such as the new Horizon game, new Spider-Man game, new Crash Bandicoot game, new sci-fi IP from Naughty Dog. Whatever. You have to take this with a grain of salt. We'll see. It's very possible. I remember they did do something very similar to the PS4 launch. I remember that specifically because I remember covering it. So we'll see. Very exciting. Very exciting when there's a new console launch. It's just a awesome, huge thing to cover on the channel. I mean, right leading up to the release, the unboxing, I usually do a whole day dedicated. We set the machine up, we check it out, whatever. That's when it comes out. And leading up to it, I do nonstop coverage. So I will be covering stuff like this as it leaks, just because of the channel. And it's a big deal. I mean, consoles are a big deal. Console releases are a big deal. We know that we're not going to be getting anything from these guys at E3. So I knew exactly, just like I said a few days ago, we're going to be getting drips and drabs like this. Probably before and after E3. And then E3 most likely will be centered around the Xbox Series X. I'm sure Phil Spencer's going to, give the details out. And probably pre-orders for that shortly after. Because I know these two are going to want to go head-to-head again. They're going to be both coming out around the same time. And they're going to be fighting for that spot in your living room. So, I'm going to be out getting them both. I'm going to be actually getting multiple copies of each system for giveaways. Hopefully, get the entire launch lineup too. And it's decent. My second topic today is a downer. Seems to be a trend this year. Cyberpunk 2077 has been delayed. I had such a gut feeling, especially right after the Final Fantasy and Marvel's Avengers delay, but seems like it's going from April 16th to September 17th, so 5 months. Ugh. I really I really wanted to fucking play this game in April. I really did. But, you know, what are we going to do? Absolutely nothing. There's nothing we can do. They could say it's coming out in December and there's nothing we could do. So, it is what it is. It's a delay. It seems to be happening a lot this year. At least, so far, the delays, all the games are coming out still in this year. They haven't been bumped to 2021. But, I mean, this is going to be a game to look out for. This is going to be, a serious game that's going to be head-to-head with The Last of Us Part 2. And some other big heavy hitters this year. So, September is going to be pretty big with this game now. And April was already big enough, so maybe there's some breathing room for some other games. We'll see. But that's the two topics that I wanted to cover today. Cyberpunk delay and the PlayStation 5 latest announcements. Take care, everybody, and I will see you on the next edition of Murray Chat. Murray out!